Hello friends, welcome back to iCargo's YouTube channel. Are you in international trade? Then you must know your Incoterms. They are universally accepted rules that define who is responsible for the costs, risks and tasks in a global transaction. Get it wrong and you face delays, disputes and unexpected bills. Get it right and your supply chain runs smoothly. The current version is Incoterms 2020. There are 11 three-letter rules split into two groups based on the mode of transport. Today, we will break down all 11 from minimum seller risk to maximum seller risk. Let us start with the 7 terms you can use for any transport mode, perfect for containerized cargo, air freight, or when there is more than one leg of the journey. 1. EXW. X works. Involves minimum seller obligation. The seller simply makes the goods available at their premises. That is it. The buyer assumes all costs and risks from that point, including loading and all export/import clearance. 2. FCA. Free carrier. Seller delivers the goods to the buyer's nominated carrier at a named place and clears them for export. The risk transfers here, usually when loaded onto the first carrier. 3. CPT. Carrier paid to. The seller pays for the freight to the named destination. However, the risk transfers to the buyer much earlier when the goods are handed over to the first carrier at the origin. The cost and risk transfer in two different places. 4. CIP. Carriage and insurance paid to. Same as CPT, but the seller must also procure all risks insurance for the buyer's benefit during main carriage. This is a key difference from its sea freight counterpart. 5. DAP. Delivered at place. The seller covers all costs and risks to deliver the goods to the named destination, ready for unloading. The buyer is responsible for unloading and, crucially, for all import clearance and duties. 6. DPU. Delivered, placed, unloaded. This replaced DAT. The seller is responsible for delivering and unloading the goods at the named place. All risk and cost transfer only after the goods are offloaded. Buyer still handles import clearance. 7. DDP. Delivered, duty paid, i.e. maximum seller obligation. The seller bears all costs and risks including import duties and taxes right up until the goods are delivered to the buyer's final destination. The easiest option for the buyer but the riskiest for the seller. Now let us look at the 4 terms exclusively for ocean and inland waterway transport. 1. FAS. Free alongside ship. The seller delivers the goods alongside the vessel at the named port of shipment. Risk transfers to the buyer at this point. The buyer handles loading and all main carriers. 2. FOB. Free on board. The seller delivers the goods on board the vessel The critical point of risk transfer is when the goods are placed on the ship. The buyer pays for main carriage from here. 3. CFR, cost and freight. The seller pays for the carriage of the named destination port. However, just like the F terms, the risk transfers to the buyer much earlier once the goods are on board the vessel at the origin port. 4. CIF, cost, insurance and freight. The same as CFR, but the seller must also procure minimum insurance for the buyer during the main carriage. This insurance level is lower than the one required for CIP. To avoid any dispute, always include 3 things in your contract. The Incoterms like FOB, the named place like Port of Shanghai, and the version like Incoterms 2020. Using the right term for your goods and transport mode is key to a successful global transaction. That is all for today. We'll be back soon with next video on another topic. Thank you.